So let's draw some more peptides. Let's practice drawing some more peptides. First one that we're looking at is PHE-LYS-GLU, but remember, I don't really care yet what they are. The first thing that I'm focusing on is how many peptides am I, or how many amino acids am I about to draw. I need 3 amino acids. So what I'm gonna do is set myself up with a skeleton structure of 3 amino acids. So our first one looks like this. That's going to be amino acid number 1. Amino acid number 2 is a nitrogen with 1 hydrogen, a carbon with 1 hydrogen, a carbon with a double bond oxygen. So there's amino acid number 2. Let's maybe make some markings on that. There's amino acid number 1, there's amino acid number 2, and then now amino acid number 3, nitrogen with 1 hydrogen, carbon with 1 hydrogen, carbon-oxygen double bond, and this is the end, so that means we're going to end it with our carbon-oxygen single bond, and we're going to be putting the R groups of each amino acid on the center carbon. So now we have to go to our table of amino acids, and we need to find the R group for each one of these. PHE, make sure you're looking at a table that has the 3-letter abbreviations. PHE is phenylalanine, and the R group for that is a CH2 with a benzene ring underneath it. Amino acid number 2 is LYS, that's lysine. Go find lysine, don't confuse it with leucine. This is our 4 CH2s. Oops, I wrote that wrong. CH2, and there are 4 of them, and you could write them in a row if you wanted CH2, 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 with an NH3 plus down at the bottom. And our last one, GLU, that is glutamate or glutamic acid. It could be going by either one of those names, and that's a CH2, CH2, COO minus. And that's it. Let's try it again. PROILEVALALA. So we want to set up for 4 amino acids in this peptide. The first amino acid is going to be NH3, CH, C double bond O. There's amino acid number 1. And then amino acid number 2 will be NH, CH, C double bond O. Amino acid number 3, NH, CH, C double bond O. And the last one, number 4, NH, CH, C double bond O. And because this is the end, we got to put that C terminal down there on the end. And we're going to need to fill in our R groups for each one of these 4 amino acids. So here's our first amino acid, here's our second, here's our third, here's number 4. Go to your table of amino acids. PRO is proline, and ooh, that's a tricky one. Let's save that one for last. Let's do number 2 first. ILE, that is the abbreviation for isoleucine, so that is CH2, CH, I lost it on my sheet, ILE, isoleucine. I was looking at the wrong one. Isoleucine is a C with an H, CH3, CH2, CH3. Next one over, VAL, valine, that is a CH, CH3, CH3. And then the last one in this chain, but not the last one we have to do, is ALA, alanine, that is just a CH3. And again, you need to be looking at a table of amino acids. You're not memorizing these. So our first one, PRO, proline, take a look at that amino acids structure. So I'm actually going to draw it what I see when I look at my table of amino acids. This is a really unique amino acid because its R group is connected to its amino group. Like that. So when you have this guy, this particular amino acid in your chain, that means you do have to modify the N-terminal a little bit. We're trying, when we're drawing this, we want to draw pretty much the whole entire amino acid. We're just leaving off one of the oxygens. So that means that we do want to draw it, for the most part, exactly the way that it's written there. Like that, just like that. All right, so we have two more, and both of these, again, are 4 amino acid peptides, peptides that have 4 amino acids in them. So we want to set ourselves up with a backbone for drawing 4 amino acids. So there's amino acid number 1, and then here comes amino acid number 2. There's number 2, so that's going to be TYR. Now here's number 3. That's going to be THR. And last one, here's number 4. This is going to be GLY. And now we're going to go to our table. We're going to look at the table of 3-letter abbreviations. GLN is glutamine, not glutamate, not glutamic acid, glutamine, which is its own thing, CH2, CH2, C double bond O, NH2. And again, we're just copying these R groups. TYR is tyrosine, double check, make sure you're looking at the right one. CH2 with a benzene ring, and an OH coming out the other end of the benzene ring. Amino acid number 3 is THR, that's threonine. Look for threonine. Its R group is a carbon with an OH, a hydrogen, and a CH3. And last but not least, GLY, which is glycine. That's a simplest amino acid with just a hydrogen. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to try to challenge yourself. I want you to pause the video and see if you can draw this last one all by yourself. And then when you think you have it, come back, unpause, double check. I'm going to draw the answer out real fast without much explanation. So we'll see how you do. There it is. If you're looking at a different table of amino acids than me, for all of these problems, it's possible that maybe your atoms are pointing in different directions than mine because you're copying them off of a table that has them drawn with a different orientation than mine. And that's totally fine as long as the connectivity is the same. So for example, like maybe take this up here as an example. Maybe looking at your table, you drew it like this, so you just have those groups reversed, and that's totally okay as long as we have the same atoms connected to the same atoms. It doesn't really matter if we're drawing those atoms to the left or down or to the right or whatever.